Okay, so uh, nandito na naman tayo sa ating bago nating accesses. This is vector components. This is a resultant force. Okay, so we have here a problem. The problem says that they determine the magnitude of the force F so that the resultant force of the three forces is as small as possible. What is the magnitude of the resultant force? So, enlarge natin yung ating illustration para makita natin. So, ganito yung ating illustration, no? So, meron tayong force F. This is the unknown force, and we have 14 kilonewton, and we have here 8 kilonewton. Yung force F natin is nasa 45-degree angle. And yung 14 kilonewton naman natin is nasa 30-degree angle. At yung 8 kilonewton is nasa horizontal na axis. So we are about to find the value of this F. Kaya lang may condition siya na small as possible. Yung three forces daw, itong tatlong force na yan is at least possible. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin niya na maging small possible yung magiging sagot ng ating force? Kasi medyo komplikado to pag pag hindi mo to naaral. O kung hindi mo to na-encounter, medyo problema ka. Kasi yung iisipin mo lang dyan is, mag-ano ka lang is parang, kunin mo yung, nito, component, tapos component nito, tapos ito component nito, tapos component nito, tapos summation of forces ka lang. Yun yung una mong maiisip kasi talaga. Diba? Tapos mahanap, actually kahit dalawa lang yung anuhin mo, is masosolve mo na by summation of forces or vertical. Summation of forces vertical, meron ka ditong 14, ito, di ba? 14 sine of 30 is equivalent to F sine of 45. Makukuha mo na yung value ng F. But this is wrong. Hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin na ganyan kasi may condition tayo as small as possible. So, dapat aralin mo talaga or dapat na-encounter mo to. Pag hindi mo na-encounter mo, yun mahirap. So, since nandito na tayo, gawin natin, yung pinakamainam na gawin mo dito is gumawa ka ng, we call this as polygon method or gawa tayo ng polygon sa mga forces. Ganito yung paggawa ng polygon. Ito yung 8 kilonewton natin, tapos yung 14 kilonewton, and then our F. So, this is our 8 kilonewton at saka ito naman yung ating 14 kilonewton at saka ito yung F natin. So, this is 30 degree. Tapos, kung nililabel natin to, this would be 45 degree. Diba? Ganun yung ating magiging illustration in a polygon. So, if I connect this one, for example, drawing ko kasi ito ng nasa scale. Nasa scale yung ating angle. Yung mga angle natin is ibig sabihin, that is the, kung talaga is eksaktong sukat ng ating illustration. So, pag naglagay ako dito ng line. Binata ko yung linya, gumawa ko ng line from head nito to tail dito. So, that is a straight line. So, when I yung measure ko siya, nagkaroon ako ng 3.48 na units. So, that is unitless. Actually, wala naman tong kinalaman sa yung number na yan. Walang kinalaman sa answer or magiging solution natin. Yung gusto ko lang ipakita dito that when I created this line na blue, nagkaroon ako ng 3.48 na units. So, ibig sabihin, possibly pa siyang mas mahaba. Kasi kung halimbawa, mas mahaba, i-project ko pa to, when I connected this one, hahaba pa lalo yung aking linya. 'Di ba? Itong blue, that is at least yung pinakamalapit na pwede mong gawin. Pero, when I created, nagkaroon pa ako ng linya na 3.48 or nagkaroon pa na ako ng distansya na 3.48. So, ibig sabihin, habang binabaybay mo itong force na yan, kung ilan yung papaluin dyan, mas hahaba at mahaba ka pa kung pupunta ka pa dito. So, ibig sabihin, the small possible distance ng F is ganito. Ano? Kasi mas mahaba ito compare dito. 'Di ba? So that is the least possible na pwede mong makuha na sagot. So ibig sabihin, tapos create yan. Ginawa kong ganyan. Nagkaroon ako ng 1.89 na units or distance. So ibig sabihin, mas maiksi. That is the less possible, that is the small possible na magiging value niya. Tapos, ibig sabihin, doon sa ating, parang sa moment, or kahit sa trigonometry, di ba, the opposite of the 90 degree, that is the shortest distance na magta-travel nito. Di ba? Yun yung ating magiging, ano naman, is parang analogy. So, ibig sabihin, nung create ko yan, nagkaroon ako dito ng 90 degree. That is a 90 degree angle. Ibig sabihin, from this F na yan, tapos magkakaroon ulit ako dito ng aking bago. Itong 90 degree. That is the value of this one and this. Yun, magkakaroon ako ng 90 degree dyan. So, yun yung pinakamahirap dito, yung kung hindi mo to talaga inaral or hindi mo to na-encounter. Kasi ito yung ano dyan is small possible value. So, that is a 90 degree. Okay? So, gawa ka ng polygon, tapos yun. Okay, so, okay na siya. Next tayo is at least alam na natin that is the least possible na magiging resultant force dyan ng F. Okay, so lagay natin dito yung ating, so gawin natin ng X prime, tapos ito gawin nating Y prime. So ibig sabihin, yung ating force kanina, yung ating axis na nakaganito, transfer natin pa ng paganito. Inikot lang natin, ano? Kunyari, inikot lang natin. So, this would be our Cartesian plane right now na gagawin. So, ibig sabihin, kung 30 yan, ibig sabihin, this would be 15 degree. Diba? So, itong 8, okay na siya, as is siya na 45 degree, kasi 45 degree din naman yung ating inikot. So, para maging 45 degree din yan, ibig sabihin, that is 15 degree. Okay? So, summation of forces tayo, or this would be the Rx is equal to the F. Summation of forces tayo, no? So, in terms of summation of forces dito along X. So, Rx is equal to F, or our F. Ito na kasi yung axis natin eh. Diba? Ito na yung axis natin. So, yung ating value ni F, is papunta dito. That is equivalent to F also. Kasi wala siyang component. Kasi nasa x-axis na siya. Tapos ito, magkakaroon na tayo ng component nito. This would be, ganito na siya. Yung ating magiging component. That is 14 sin 15. Kasi dito tayo mag-umpisa. Dito tayo nag-angle sa y-axis. Okay? That is the y-axis, yung pinakamalapit kasi natin na makukuha. And then, 8 cosine, kasi papunta na dito yung yung ating value ni, ito papunta na dun yung component natin ni x, ni 8. Ito na kasi yung 8, or f of x na dyan. Ito naman yung f of y in terms of 8. Okay? So, ganun yung ating magiging value. So, we have, makukompute natin yung value ni F, lipat natin sa kabila ito, that is negative So we have the f of 2.033. That is the least possible value of the f na makukuha natin. That is the small possible value. Ano? Yun yung ating pinakamalit na value. So next naman is what is the magnitude of the resultant. Yung true magnitude na niya, ano? Yung totoong magnitude na niya. Actually, pwede kang magbase dito. Pwede mong basihan din itong drawing na ito na nakaganito yung axis natin. Pwede rin yan. Kaya lang, yung mangyayari sa'yo dyan, that your Ry is equal to your Fr or resultant force na. Yung Ry mo, that is your also the magnitude of the resultant force. Pag ito yung illustration na gagamitin mo, so solve natin. Okay, so summation of forces Ry, diba, that is Ry is equivalent to ganito yung Ry mo. Kukumputin natin ito. That is cosine 15, di ba? Kasi dito tayo yung angle na kinuha mo. Minus, pababa kasi ito, di ba? Pababa yung 8, that is cosine 45. Or pwede ka rin naman gumamit ng sin 45, walang problema kasi paras lang yung value kasi nasa 45 degree ka. Okay? So that is your Ry. Your Ry now is equivalent to 7.866. Ito yung value mo, which is also equal to your Fr pala. That is also your magnitude of the resultant. Okay, so if you're not convinced with my solution, try natin na ganito yung gawin natin sa axis. Ito, hayaan lang muna natin to, no? Ibalik ulit natin yung ating axis sa original na axis. But our F now is 2.033 kilonewton. Ganun pa din yung kanyang kasi yun yung that is the least possible value of your F. So summation of forces along x summation of forces along x is equal to, so magkukuha natin yung Rx, di ba? Yung Rx mo is 8, itong 8 na yan, di ba? Tapos minus papunta dito yung 14 cosine 30. Hindi na yung 15 kanina kasi binalik ulit natin sa kanyang original na axis. Tapos ito, that is papunta doon, di ba? Papunta doon, that is 2.033 cosine of 45. So yung Rx natin, that is a value of negative. Kaya lang is yung hinanap naman natin is the resultant, so wala pa tayong kinalaman dito. So solve natin the value of Ry. Yung Ry is ito papunta doon. Diba? Yung Ry tapos ito papunta sa baba. So yung Ry natin, ito walang value sa Ry. So we have 14 sine of 30. Ito yon. Minus, pababa din to kasi 2.033 sine 45. So we will get the value of 5.562. So parehas lang yung value nila, kaya lang ito negative. So ibig sabihin lang that our Rx is papunta doon. And our Ry is papuntang taas. So, ibig sabihin, magkakaroon tayo dito ng resultant. This would be your Fr. Diba? This would be your Rx. And this your Ry. Okay? So, if we compute that one, magiging positive to, diba? Kasi negative times negative, positive. So, we will get also the value of 7.866. And it is similar to this value. Okay? So, that's how we solve this kind of problem. Or this, ito yung nagpahirap dyan, no? Is as small as possible. Yan yung ating pagsosolve dito sa problem na ito. So, I hope may nakuha kayo dito sa ating topic na ito.